Making her Capital City Wrestling debut, hailing from Montreal, Quebec, the Queen Cobra, Katrina Creed.
So coming to CCW all the way from Montreal, we got Katrina Creed, the Queen Cobra, coming in. She's going to be taking on some CCW talent here. I'll give you just a little bit about her. Hails from Montreal, trained at the IWS dojo. That's Speedball Mike Bailey. And we're going to be looking for a move she likes to call the lethal strike. We're looking for a ripcord lariat. We're also going to be keeping our eyes peeled for the Weeping Willow, which is sort of a swinging fisherman suplex. So I could not be more excited to see. I love it. We have so many new talents coming through the doors here at CCW. How excited are you guys to see this?
Oh, this is great. The amount of women that have been coming from all over Canada is just phenomenal. Hands down, CCW and the NBWA have one of the best women divisions going today.
Absolutely, I second that 100%. And it's an amazing mix of these women that are competing all over the world,
right.
And then that homegrown local talent.
You look like a Disney villain.
She does kind of look like a Disney villain.
Very much.
Coming to the ring right now, we got the local girl, Salem Wilder, master of the Salem Strike, homegrown talent from right here, CCW Fredericton River Valley Training Center. Just incredible to be seeing her having so many matches and getting to mix it up with this incredible roster of female talent from all over Canada coming here, people competing all over the world, and we get to see how the homegrown talent measures up all the time. Salem Wilder coming very close to winning the women's title in that triple threat we had here last month featuring Drea Mitchell and Bitter Via Moss, the now brand new interim women's champion of the NBWA, the most decorated female wrestler in Canadian professional wrestling history. Now, I have not seen Katrina Creed compete, so I'm very curious if this is going to go into a striking match right away, which is maybe more in the wheelhouse of Salem Wilder, or if Katrina took the time to scout Salem and she's going to try to turn this into a grappling match.
Well, yeah, and I mean, she's definitely got the fans behind her here tonight.
Absolutely. Salem always a positive, great attitude, always a fan favorite and lots of fun to watch. But let's find out what Katrina Creed is all about. Look at that, some kind of an unorthodox hand positioning there by the Queen Cobra.
Looks like she wants to shake the hand here. Katrina don't look like she's having it though.
She did not look excited about a handshake. I wouldn't know if I'd reach my hand out to a Cobra. Yeah, some of the fans, they want to see it. They want to see it. Is this... I gotta trust in Salem has offered this, but a gentle kick away by Katrina Creed. Just
no disrespect.
Yeah, no respect at all for the homegrown talent. I'm having a hard time getting a handle on Katrina. She's snaky. I don't know what else to say
here. Very much so.
Look at the hands. She's ready to strike. She's going to be someone. Look at the way she grabbed the neck. She used that hand position to hook onto the neck. Use that vampire bat-like maneuver rather than a snake, but she's got a strong headlock, and it's in deep on Salem. One thing that has not been in dispute is the strong fundamentals of that River Valley Training Center. When you see it right there, Salem reverses, takes that headlock,
Nice transition there.
Yeah, beautiful and smooth. Salem got her wits about her, and then she was able to counteract that hold. Gets a couple of elbows in the back and the ribs, transitions to a wrist lock. Got a nice series of arm ringers. I thought she was going to hold it, but she wanted to work that arm first. One maybe making sure that she's not going to be caught in another one of those headlocks. Couple of shots here. Not using the wrist, able to use the wrist lock to defend herself. Now Katrina takes that wrist lock off her own because she's going after the wrist rather than the whole arm, as like Salem was doing. Salem, beautiful roll to escape, retakes control of the wrist. How about that? Salem Wilder comes in, takes back that headlock she wanted to start with. Looking a little pleased with herself. She's got to keep her eye on the prize, though. Cannot take too much time, and Katrina takes the hair. That's never a problem I've had in my life, but unfortunately, back in that headlock position. What is Salem going to do to get out of the headlock this time? You see some cranking of the neck. It looks like Salem might have a strength advantage on Katrina. She was able to muscle up there for a second, pushes her into the ropes. But Katrina's not letting go. Salem trying to use a little bit of momentum to drive her off. Katrina continuing to control the headlock. Salem tries again, goes for the push, gets it this time, sends off Katrina, gets a shoulder tackle for her trouble. Salem down on the mat. Katrina not following it up right away.
No. Katrina should be going for a pin here.
Yep, Salem goes for the trip. I'm sure the strong fundamentals that they train, trying to get a handle on where Katrina's going, gets an arm drag, sends Katrina over into the corner. Thinks about following it up. We got a little hip toss, kind of trips her up. Now Katrina looking to get some momentum going, hits the ropes. Salem sends her by and then lands a drop toe hold as well. That unorthodox style of Katrina coming back to bite her just a little bit when she tried to use some speed. Usually on offense, you're trying to close the distance on your opponent. It looked like Katrina was trying to get in striking distance, gets a shot in the face, and then Salem goes for an X Factor, gets pushed off right now, signaling now, trying to aim, gets grabbed, thrown back by Katrina, looking a little bit more feisty now, looking like she's going to get back in control. The Queen Cobra from Montreal, representing the IWS dojo, comes in, grabs onto Salem, goes for the pin now. Salem not wanting to give up, wanting to stay in this thing. We've seen a lot of variation in the offense from Salem, but one thing that has always held up is that Salem strike kick that she can throw way higher than her head, I might add, on many occasions. And just land that devastating knockout power. Drea Mitchell felt it. Bitterbee Moss has felt it. Lived to tell the tale, most recently thanks to those triple threat rules. But it's going to be the Queen Cobra, Katrina Creed. Has Salem Wild in the corner, hook in the arm. She might be thinking chop. She's clearing the deck, moving the hair. A lot of base on that.
Huge chop there.
A lot of base on that coming in. Looks like she's setting her up. She's walking her around the ring right now.
Could be another one.
Sets her up in the corner. And just that, watch the wrist position in the hand, how Katrina lashes it out like the fangs of the cobra. Oh, Salem switches her in there. She's going to pay her back. Chop right down, downward chop, downward angle onto the clavicle. Walks her over to the other corner, swishes the hair out of her way.
Another big one.
Payback's got to feel pretty good right there. But chops aren't going to win you a match. Oh, here we go. Katrina, the veteran in the match, able to duck out of there. Hits the snapmare on Salem. What is she thinking to follow it up with? Looks like a base. Oh, basement elbow. I'm so used to seeing Bitterbee throw that basement that dirty Meteora. Salem kicking out 1.5. That's a good kick out.
Good strong kick out there.
Yeah. Coming from the mouths of the experts, the strong kick out. You kick out at one. You don't give them the privilege. You don't take the nap. You get back in there. You get back to work.
Oh, a couple shots now.
Salem signs of life here. She's taking a little bit of damage. She's not down for the count. If she can get up and land that Salem strike, she's going to take back over. Katrina Creed just working a nice methodical pace, but I find her strikes are just so sharp, and they have like such a devastating impact when they're hitting.
Precision.
Yeah, just exactly where she wants them.
Salem's got to turn this around quick.
Katrina coming in, closing the distance, gets a back elbow. Salem Wilder, she's going to get back in this. Gets the boot up for the second time. She could be thinking bulldog. We've seen a bulldog. Oh, huge landing. That's right on the button for Katrina Creed. Salem Wilder looking a little bit loopy. We don't know where she is. Katrina dives on for the pin this time. Not taking the newcomer lightly, but we did not get enough weight onto the shoulder. Salem able to get that shoulder up right at one. She's reaching for the rope, though. She's trying to get her bearings where she is in the ring. So it looks like this is, right now, this is the Queen Cobra's match to lose. She's in control of the relative newcomer, Salem Wilder. She's taking her over to the rope. Fans having some words with Katrina, but I think we got a choke.
Choking her right now.
It seems kind of unnecessary at this phase and when you're in control of the match, but those fans are telling Salem that they're behind her. They want her getting back into this. Katrina taking her for a walk.
Katrina not having any of these fans.
Katrina fires those elbows in. Katrina cuts her off with a big elbow onto the back, but Salem's not down. You can see she's still moving. She uses the ropes to get back up to her feet. Katrina fires another one. Up in, little tap back. Salem trying to get some strikes going. She's got to create enough distance so you can get that Salem strike going. But there we go. We got elbows coming in right on the chest. Whips her into the corner. Katrina thinking up and over. Baits her in. A little rope-a-dope there. Now Salem's in the corner. She comes running and gets that arm drag. Little arm drag payback. And Katrina just working that hold right now, trying to keep her down on the mat. I think Katrina's chosen the grappling route here to try to neutralize Salem and to try to win this thing. She's doing a good job getting her in close, keeping control of her. Based on the interactions they were having, I'm not sure if she's whispering anything to her, but it's probably not friendly.
Definitely not. She's wearing her down again.
Yeah, a couple more strikes, throws down Salem right down to the mat, possibly by the hair. And then we got a vicious looking headlock. Look at the way she's got the hands locked in there so she put pressure on the back of the neck. Just once again, those really great fundamentals on both of these. I'm impressed with some of what I'm seeing from Katrina Creed, if not the attitude, though.
Definitely.
Yeah, not a lot of people know to lock that hand right in the elbow like that, keep that downward pressure. That's how you cut off the blood flow and really put that opponent out. If you want to make this into a match finishing move, that's how you got to do it.
She needs to get out of this before she loses all that oxygen there.
Yeah, Salem looked like she was starting to fade. The fans not wanting it, though. This is Fan Appreciation Day. This is Clash 24. Katrina, that was the Weeping Willow. We got a sweet Russian leg sweep out of Salem Wilder. She's got to close the distance, keep the pressure on. It's a big line. She's keeping her down. Goes big back elbow drop. Salem hanging in there. She is looking a little loopy. She took some serious damage. And she's there, nice running elbow. Some of these sharpest strikes in our whole women's division come from Salem. I don't know what they're feeding them down at the River Valley Training Center, but they hit sharp. And then bam, sends her coast to coast. She's following it up again. It's strike after strike right now. Shade of Rick Owens, and there's the Bulldog. There's the Bulldog. She's got her down. She's going for the pin. Shove off by Katrina Creed. Still has a little bit of gas in the take. Salem visibly frustrated with that. That was a hell of a lot of offense. Salem hasn't taken the time to recover from that headlock and that series that happened before this.
No, that's right.
And then the Salem strike. Misses. Katrina ducks under. Goes for that ripcord lariat, but Katrina gets blocked. Kicked in the gut. Got that X Factor.
This be it.
Oh.
So close.
2.9 on that. On any other day, that could have been it. That could have been the 3. Salem getting some air back, taking a little bit of time. She's thinking that big Salem strike, ducked under by Katrina Creed again, who takes a waist lock. Salem, she's going to have to fight her way out of this. Maybe she holds onto the rope. She holds onto the rope. Ducked again. That's the 3rd time Katrina's ducked that Salem strike. She must have her scouted. She's thinking Weeping Willow. Hits it. That's the Weeping Willow.
Oh, and she kicks out.
Salem kicked out. I was sure that was it. Did not have a good angle from Clash Corner to see. I was sure that hand was coming down, but we got a 2.9. Referee Alex getting reamed by Katrina Creed. Now she's letting the fans have it.
She's definitely not happy over that.
I don't know how Salem did that. That was devastating. Weeping Willow. Now Katrina's come up behind Salem. She's got it. She's looking ripcord. Salem ducks the lariat.
Oh.
Salem strike.
Got it.
Is she out? Salem's hooking the leg. Hey! And Salem's gonna pull it out. She was in deep water on that one.
Here is your winner, Salem
Big win for her here tonight.
That is huge for the career of Salem Wilder. I thought she was down and out. She just got back in this, and talk about swimming in the deep end. Absolutely unbelievable match. Hell of a co-main event here tonight.
A huge win.
And yeah, just a huge dub after coming so close to winning the NBWA Women's Championship, but just falling just a little bit short due to the savviness and the wiliness of Bitter Pia Moss, our new interim women's champion here in the NBWA. It's got to feel good to take on another incredible talent in Katrina Creed, and this time just gut check, get through it, and come out with the dub.
You gotta wonder if she's gonna be well on her way to a championship match in the future.
Absolutely. With those two performances back to back, I think that might move her very close, if not into, that #1 contendership slot.
Definitely.
That's all